A good day out here today. When we do this, a little different style of scrimmage than we did the last time. So, there's a couple different things you look at. For coaches, the two aspects of it is, we're trying to get certain plays called, certain looks and reps at certain looks by certain guys. So there's the individual aspect of the player development that you get in today's scrimmage, which I can't tell you anything about that. I mean, that's me going to watch all the film. We go break down. Then the team aspect, when you scrimmage this way, when it's not as scripted a scrimmage, is pretty interesting because, you got to look and you say, okay, the one defense really went with the two offense today. You got to look at where field position started for that two offense on every drive, because that would be very realistic of where you gave your offense the ball, right? The same thing, the one offense goes out there on the field against the one defense. When we punted, where did they start, right? And if the two offense comes out there on the field, they're driving, okay? Punt the ball, that defense, wherever they held them, that's where the other guys would have started their possession. That's something we'll go look at, as you evaluate it as a team scrimmage. Statistically, you guys probably have it written down a lot more than I do, of what was good and bad in that within the team scrimmage of one offense to two offense, one defense to two defense, of how they did putting their other team, their complementary team in a position to succeed.
Last week, Manny said that the offense really handled the defense. How do you think the defense bounced back this week?
I thought they played with some good energy out there on the field today. I like their demeanor and their attitude. Again, I'll look back. I don't know that we played poorly last week on defense. I thought, there were some communication issues. And also, in how we ran the scrimmage, a little tougher for the defense last week because we set it as ones, twos with set yard lines with each possession. And your tempo, and we weren't subbing as much. Today was much more sub-oriented, and we kind of split it up where we had 1.5s against, the 2 to 3.5s, and so you rotate more players on longer drives, which is going to help the defense a little bit more.
You mentioned communication. I mean, do you see the defense kind of starting to get what's going on under Manny?
Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit better. Just some grasp. It's all the subtle changes. There's little changes at certain positions in certain defenses that things look different than what they did in the past. And so, that is, you'll see some guys, and when it's a high-stress, high-tempo situation, all of a sudden reverting and saying, how am I passing this coverage off, and how am I doing those things? So I think that's a little bit, how the blitz is hitting and what gaps we're hitting, those things. It'll still take some time as they continue to grow.
Nick started slow but seemed to finish strong. What did you think of his day?
Yeah, I thought he did some really good things. I put him in some, asked him to do some things to see, hey, more game situation, put a little bit more, hey, look at this and check to this and check coming off the field. And I thought he did a good job mentally of not forcing things, just managing things. And I thought he did a good job of that.